the Tennessee River today. Give y'all a little look around, looky loo. Yeah, that's Ladies Bluff right there. We're in a nice little spot. I got an anchor drop, and so we are trying to get some white bass, yellow bass, white bass, whatever you want to call them, whatever you call them in your area. And so that's what we are doing today, y'all. Let me get everything situated and let's start fishing. Get this camera start tracking me. It acts weird sometimes. There we go. Set that down. Should be good. All right. I got a little beetle spin on here. Fishing down tree. My anchor ain't really going too well. Here to be. We'll see what we can do. How's y'all's morning? Weather's been crazy weather patterns. It's like 20 degrees yesterday, and now it's calling to be 80 today. So I don't know what's going on. Had tornadoes Sunday. From 70 to like 30 in a couple of hours. Monday rolled around, it was like 20 degrees low. The high was like 32. So, yeah. But, as you can see, I'm on the river. Mullen Outdoors, living that life. I think I'm going to take this beetle spin off because it's ain't reproducing. And what I'm trying to get at, I like to use these spoons. I'm going to show y'all in just a second. Anybody's out there, chime in and let me know how the audio sounds and use this wireless mic. I hope you get better audio. Let's get this off. So I like to use these spoons. I'll show you. These are my go-tos, my favorites. Never let me down. Spoons. I like to use the silver ones, but these will work too. And yeah, these are really good when you fish in the river. It mimics like a dying minnow or something. And I've had catfish, bass, every fish hit on them. They're perfect in fast moving water like what we got today. The current's running, generators are pushing out a lot of current. That's why my anchor ain't really holding. So now we're holding good, we're good. All right, so let's cut this off and put this spoon on there. Put this to my bag so they don't come off. I got that good knife, man. Y'all need to check out Palmetto State Armory. Look at that. Ah, nice, huh? Super sharp, super sharp. This is a poker right here. 10 o'clock in the morning. Using my daughter's phone, y'all. She's 7. And she don't really get free will with it. She can say she has one, I guess. She just don't ever get to use it like she wants to. She's 7 years old, what do you expect? Alright, so I'm putting a cinch knot, clinch knot, whatever you want to call it. Make sure we're holding. I'm over here on a down tree. I'll show y'all what I'm working with on this tree over here. I'll show you this tree that I'm trying to fish. Alright, so we fishing this little down tree. There's some water coming out over there from the refuge, like an overflow. And so hopefully these white bass are biting, moving. Current, you know, current does good for us. We'll be good. Here we go. And this is some old line from last year. I need to replace it, but it was late last night when I decided to go out fishing, so it is what it is. But this is braided 30-pound test. but it has the diameter of 6-pound test. If you know anything about fishing, you know. So it won't affect your reel. And plus you get, I call it the winch. That test line, man, it's super strong. I ain't got much line on here. If I get something he takes off, he gonna spool me. So it is what it is. You know how that goes. Tennessee River. We are up here north of Pickwick, south of what, Kentucky Dam? Harris Landing. I think that's Kentucky Dam. I'm not sure. I've been at this spot for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna give it another 5 and then I'm gonna push on. Start drifting down. There's a little refuge over here. Oh, there we go. Somebody hit that. Uh-oh. He hit it good too. Oh man, right over there on that tree. Let me get back out there and do that again. I'm not the one to set a hook. I usually just let the fish hit it and they set themselves. This one's got a little treble hook on it, spoon, and they usually, man, they're pretty aggressive. They hit and they take it, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's just sitting out there and they just come and pick at it, nibble at it. Usually if they want it, they'll hit it. And that's it. After that, you just winch them on in. I'm using this is a Berkeley shock rod, and this is Abu Garcia Rebo reel. I call it a winch. Bait caster. See if we can get somebody to bite. We'll give, like I said, just a couple more minutes in this spot, and we're gonna push on down there. I hope this anchor comes up, because the last time I was here, I lost the anchor, and man, I tried to motor forward, motor backwards. That anchor was stuck. I ended up having to cut the line, so hopefully I don't lose this anchor. I don't have spot lock on this trolling motor. This is an old school trolling motor. Foot pedal control, and I ain't the best with it. I got so used to that spotlight, man, just hitting the button. That's why I got an anchor drop. But with the current rolling as hard as it is, I don't know that the spotlight would hold me, because this current's moving. It's rolling about 3.5 miles an hour. That's fast for the current. Famous words. One more cast. Drop down. Give this just a few minutes to get on the bottom. There we go. Let's see if we can get that to go. Oh, somebody hit it again. Come on, hit it. Hit it. They're over here. Sure are. Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna move back up and then just drift down. One more. All right. Last cast. Y'all know how it goes. Your last cast ain't never your last cast. Your last cast means you got 10 more to go. So I've had 2 hits. Nothing really committed though. All right. Let's move up. I'm gonna get a little closer to that tree. I'm pretty sure there's something down there. I'm just fishing for white bass, y'all. Usually if I fish for catfish, I'll throw out the bait, you know, just kind of anchor on it. But I really don't have the time today because I got other things going on. So I figured I'd try and come out and get some white bass. White bass make excellent fish tacos, man. It's white flaky meat, kind of like crappie. Not like largemouth, not like smallmouth, white bass. If I get one, I'll show you. They're real good, man. Real good. Fish tacos, I ain't even a fish taco person. That just don't even sound right. Fish tacos, but I'm telling you. Man, you get them, lay them up. Don't cook them up. Let's see if we can anchor out. Boat that we're on today is a Sea Arc. I believe this is a 17 foot. This is a buddy's boat. He called me up and he said, hey man, I need you to do me a favor. I was like, what's that? I need you to take my boat out. I ain't running in a year. I need you to take it out, run some gas through it, do your thing. So I was like, bet, who wouldn't? Let's go back over here. Y'all, I hate these old school trolling motors and foot ones. Probably just gonna have to stand up and use it. If it's even got enough thrust to move me forward, because this current is rolling. That's a 70-pound thrust, turn it up to 5. Let's get back up by this tree. We're gonna throw out a couple more times. Have a couple more strikes. I'm thinking I might be able to get one. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me. Yeah, these foot trolling motors, man, I am foot control pedal. I like the remote control. Hit a button. Alright, I'm gonna get up over here. I'll show y'all, give me 1 second. Yeah, buddy. This is a spot. This water flowing from this refuge brings in the fish, man. They like current. This tree being down right here is a good spot. In fact, I should try and anchor up real quick on here. Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's throw anchor out. Oh, fish on. Look at that, y'all. Fish on. Fish on. Is that a crappie? Nope. Doggone skipjack. All right, so this is skipjack. This is what we use as bait out here in Tennessee. Good catfish bait. They're real oily. Yeah, got him. You don't eat those. That's just bait. You don't want to eat that. Nasty. Let me get back up here. Looks like if skipjack are running, white bass might be running too. Get back over here in this spot. Usually I keep skipjack, man. Let me get over here and then I'll get so y'all can see the backside. Usually I keep the skipjack and just vacuum seal them and throw them in a freezer. You go catfishing. Talking about good bait. And like if you go to a bait shop, they charge like $7 a stick. Alright, let's see if we can get something else. We're not looking for skipjack, we're looking for white bass. That's what we want, white bass. So those fish that were hitting earlier are probably skipjack. Skipjack are running, I think it's a freshwater tarpon or something like that. We just call them skipjack. Y'all know how it is. Locals, you got your own local name that they call them. Get us out of here. We're in like a little cove. Back this out so we'll push this tree. Come on, white bass. That's what we want, white bass. Taste for some white bass. Take striped bass or white bass. I'll take any kind of bass, but the bass I want to eat, striped, or excuse me, white bass. Good eating. They're jumping. Oh, one just hit, but I believe that was skipjack. They're all up in that tree, but with this treble hook, man, I don't want to cast too far into that tree and lose it. I ain't got no replacement line. I got one rod, a little bit of line, maybe 100 yards worth of line on here. That's it. Got a couple little lures. There we go, right in that tree. Went fishing Saturday in Chattanooga. My wife caught her PB, personal best. Got her 20-pound catfish. We got some drums. She caught a few catfish, but the biggest one was 20 pounds. She ain't been fishing in about 8 years since we had our daughter, so she enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. Then we topped off the night. We went riding up at Coalmont. Oh, got in with a big group. Man, we had a blast. I'm just cruising the bank. Oh, fish on. Another skipjack. I believe it is. Fish on. What we got? What we got? Oh, we got us a bass. Look at that. Nice one too. Nice and hold up, buddy. Dang it. All right, nice bass, but that's not what we're out here for, so we're gonna let him go. That's fish number 2. Been out. I launched, and it took me 15 minutes to get down here. It's like 5 miles from the ramp. Nautical miles, whatever kind of miles, I don't know. But yeah, been on the water for maybe 30 minutes. Took me a minute to figure this boat out. I didn't realize he had the back strapped. I was sitting at the boat ramp like, why won't it go? What's it hooked to? Pulled it back off the ramp. Sure enough, it's got those retracting straps in the back that hold the boat to the trailer. I didn't see them. So it took me about 10 minutes to figure that out, fortunately. Let's see what else we can get. Come on, we want them white bass, man. Let me get a little closer to the bank. I think the problem is this chair sits up a little too close. Get a little closer to the bank. I'm over here. I'm still here with you. Another down tree coming up. See how that one is. Starting to get warm. It was cold when I come out. It was like 37. It's supposed to be 75 today. So I put on my bibs, my big winter coat, a hoodie, a long, well, I don't know if I put a long shirt on, but I don't want to be warm. I like to be comfortable, man. Come out here and be freezing. Mullen Outdoors, we back on the river. Layers here in a minute. Got me a water. Yeah. Good. You know you're crazy when you ask yourself a question and you answer yourself. You're crazy. I'm crazy. Seems like they were biting back there. I'm in a little drop patch. Nibbles anymore, or strikes, whatever you want to call it. Ain't nobody even tapping it. Past that down tree, big old tree. I don't know if it was recently from the storm, but one thing about fishing, man, you want to fish points, fish current, fish down trees. You're almost guaranteed to be using the right stuff. Something good. Another little tree down over here. What we got going on? Hey, what's going on? Who's that? Can't see. I am on the Tennessee River on the west side, West Tennessee side. I'm north of Pickwick Dam. So I'm near the I-40 bridge. You know the Tennessee River, I-40 on the west side of Tennessee, because you know Tennessee River goes up into Kentucky, down into Alabama, Mississippi, and comes back over into Tennessee. So This area, man, in the past few years has not been productive for me. I don't know if it's the Asian carp, the trot lines, but I used to fish here all the time, come out and get on big catfish and stuff. I haven't fished over here in probably 5 or 6 years. My first time back in this area. And I live like 6 miles down the road. If that tells you anything. I usually go to Chattanooga, which is like 225 miles from my doorstep to the boat ramp. It's just more productive. I know the Asian carp have a lot to do with it too. All right, so we're on another tree. 9th year going. I'll be at Pickwick in 18 days. Awesome. Yeah, Pickwick is fire. And I believe the stripers are running right now. Rock bass, striped bass. Everybody's got their own name. I think we call them striped bass. They get pretty big too. I've seen people catch like 30 pounders. My biggest one was a 12 pounder. And that's big for, striped bass. And they're good eating too. You're limited to 2 per person. So I usually, whenever I go striped bass fishing, I take a buddy with me. That way I can use his 2 fish. Oh, I got a little turtle. Y'all, I gotta move out of this spot. It's nothing happening over here, and I'm getting a little close to the bank, so let's get away from here. Yeah, Pickwick, man. I hadn't been there. I'm getting ready to go to Oklahoma City on Sunday, so yeah, whites and stripes, first week of April every year. Yeah, heck yeah. Let me show you where I'm at right here. Fishing this area right here. I need to get back and get to that tree that I was at. There's a Bustletown is over here. It's like a wildlife refuge. They actually pump water in there. Once the water gets so high, it spills back out into the river or something like that. But good crappie fishing up in there. I don't see much structure. Let's turn around. Let's go back to where we just come from. Yeah, Bustletown. Yeah, it's a good spot. I'm trying to get back to working this foot trolley motor, man. Gosh. And it is just kicking my tail. I'm used to the spot lock, having the remote, no anchors, just drop that. But it's a pretty day to be out fishing. The wind is nice. It's like 5 miles. I think it's like 5 to 7. So it's out of the south. And if I'm not mistaken, when the wind's out the south, it puts the bait in the fish's mouth, something like that. So where are you from, Van Laver? I can't really see because I got a glare. Is that right, Van Laver? Whereabouts you from? 48-pound personal best last year on a cat. Woo! My PB is 40 on a blue cat and 37 on a flathead. Illinois, okay. 48 pounds, man. Was that down here at Pickwick or something, or was that up in your area? I'm going back to this tree. It's productive over there. Yellow Creek. Okay, yeah, I know where that's at. Man, there's a big old island out there that's got a hump. It comes up to about 3 feet. And I mean, like, from where that island is, 15 feet over is where the main channel is, and it drops down to 70 feet. Yep. And that is the perfect place to fish in the summertime, like at night. Like, you go out about 6 o'clock right before the sun sets, and the water, man, it looks like it's frying, like grease just popping. And that's all the bait fish running up on that hump, running from them predators, you know? Yeah, right in front of that island, yeah. And they get on there, and you can pretty much throw anything, and they'll hit on it. And I've caught some nice bass, smallmouth. So this tree right here is producing. caught 2 over here just a few minutes ago, and there's some overflow coming from that refuge. And we got some stuff jumping. I don't get excited when fish jump, y'all. You know, a lot of times it's carp, Asian carp. They like to jump out of the water. How you thinking it's good fishing? And 4.4 on the biggest smallie and 5.7 on a largie. Woo! That's some big fish. All right, so the current's running a little high over here because we're like in a bend. But I'm gonna get us back over here. Hey, real monster hunter. All right, let me get us situated. Get back over here. It was producing, so that's where we're fishing. Okay, turn this around. Let me throw this back out, y'all. Let's get something. We're on a white bass mission. Fish tacos tonight. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, this spot was producing pretty decent, so I'm gonna chill here for just another few minutes. Only got like another hour or 2 out here. They're over here though, that's for sure. Doesn't take long for that current to move us off this spot. I tell you, them old school dudes who work these motors and fish at the same time, man. Y'all are kings. Pickwick to Shiloh. I know exactly where that's at. Oh yeah. Let's go. I'm like an old man today. I'm out here for eaters. Most of the time I'm just out for trophy fish. But today seems like a good day to get on it. It's right at that spring fling time. Probably them skipjack. They act like they hit it with their head. All right. spool, y'all, because I don't got a lot of line on here. Set that I had 100 yards, but I think it's like 75. Yeah, it worked. Speed. Not on here. Spot I want to go to, and I don't want to be that guy that just rolls up and rains on their parade, so I'm gonna let them have that. Ooh, right in the tree. There we go. Right in it. Just slow retrieve on that. Get their attention. So, showed y'all earlier, but this is what I'm using. A little spoon. I prefer the silver ones, but all I had was gold. I got a ton of the gold ones. The silver ones are just so productive. And they just look like a shad or bait fish, minnow or something, struggling, you know, kind of just spins and kicks. You can pop them, you can jig them, you can cast and reel, fast retrieve, slow retrieve. These things are awesome. I use them at the dam. This is about all I use. And I've been producing for me for years. I usually go, like, when Gander Mountain was still in, they had a closeout sale. And I went in there and spent like $400. I think I bought all their tackle. It was like 75% off. And I bought all of it, put it up in the shop. And you know those little, I don't even know what they're called, but when you go to the store, you go on the shelf and the stuff's hanging from it. I got a bunch of those and I insert them in the wall. So it looked like I had me a little bait shop, like a tackle shop. Looked pretty good, but yeah, this anchor ain't holding. I need to pull it up. I don't catch on nothing. But yeah, I drifted off the spot once again, so we're just gonna work all the way around the bend. And go down here. Not getting stuck, man. I've lost 5 or 6 anchors at a spot over here. Rocks, heavy mud, these little mushroom anchors, they go down and they get in that mud, man. Like a suction or something. Once that happens, it's a wrap. I've tried to motor out with the boat to pull it up. Unsuccessful. Felt like it was going to capsize. Forward and back. Tree, man. That's really spot. I'm not fishing enough. I'm right on the ledge of the current, so I'm about what's it, starboard and port side. So for you guys out there, this side over here is about, that's where the bank is, probably 6 foot of water. And over here, that side, about 20. Sitting right on the ledge. Drift this ledge. Let this lure do its magic. Coming up on the boat ramp, so it's gonna be a little shallow, so I'm gonna go out a little bit. Thursday morning fishing. I've been off for the past 5 months. Ooh, it's been good. And I get ready to go back to work Sunday. I gotta work 4 weeks straight, home for a couple days, and go back out. on my last little